I don't know about you, but it kind of turns me on when there's the man who's like a good looking man who is the most quietest man in the room. Like it just kind of like it makes you seem like a little bit more mysterious. And as a woman, we're naturally curious. So I feel like we just want to know more about that person.
How about quiet guys? You guys like quiet guys?
I love.
Yeah.
I mean, please default to that.
Okay.
The wallflower in the room who is more brooding. I mean, he could be the dumbest motherfucker on earth.
Yeah.
But like, I'm like, ooh, who's he? It's always the loudest guy in the room I am least attracted
Right.
to.
Me too.
Unless it's Bobby. But I just need that guy to be like, I'm going to stand back and observe. That's really attractive.
I think
You know
most dudes
what?
tend to self-sabotage themselves soon as they open their mouths. Most dudes, like, if you're attracted to a dude, they're starting at like 100, and as soon as they open their mouth, their score starts decreasing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that happens a lot with like a lot of my good-looking guy friends that are models and stuff. Like, they already have the girls at the grips at the parties.
Right.
They start talking, and then their score starts
That's
decreasing.
true. They can only go down.
They can
from
only go
there.
down, yeah.
These women say they love quiet, mysterious men, but only when the guy is tall, attractive, and high value. Silence looks like confidence on a Chad, but looks creepy on an average dude. Same behavior, different results, all based on looks.
Would you rather date this guy who's like really silent, like he doesn't show his emotions, he doesn't care about the outside world, he's just like whatever, but he's like super hot and handsome, obviously. So he's almost like a brick, like he's just like a wall.
I have always liked quiet men. Always, don't know what it is, always ended up dating quiet men. And I finally came to the realization of why that is. It's because they say less shit. They say less. There's less that they could say to ruin whatever it is we have going on. When you're just like that, there's not really much you can do to ruin it. And I love myself. So when I'm talking, I'm just having a great time. But I went on a date with this guy from New York. And when I'm telling you, like, I mean, it's cool a little bit, but it was just like, bro, like, why are you saying everything that comes to your fucking mind? And I felt the same thing with other men who are very, like, outspoken and outgoing. It just always comes off in a way that's not humble. It's just always very too much. You know what I mean? It's like they're always trying to prove their dominance, prove their, like, I don't know how to put it exactly, but you know what I mean. They're just like constantly trying to like show out, which like gives me the ick, to be quite honest. So I will be sticking to quiet men. Thanks.
As I've gotten older, I find calm men so attractive. This is probably like one of my biggest green flags. Like a calm man with calm energy. I am just like, oh my God. Like you are so in control right now. You are so poised. You are so graceful. Because I've obviously been around psychopaths my entire life. Men who will literally scream and yell, punch things, throw things. I'm like, are you feeling okay? That's my job. What the fuck are you doing?
She wants a calm man because she's the one bringing the chaos. Classic. Women date walking red flags for years, and then suddenly calm energy is so attractive. No, sweetheart, calm men were always there. You just never picked them until you got exhausted.
I really like my men quiet and like low-key. Like it could be a group of people like around me laughing and kicking, having conversations, but I don't be wanting y'all. I want the one that's real quiet and the one that's not engaging in no conversation. Like I like the strange men because I know he don't play.
Men are usually more observant. They watch and learn from everything that's happening around them. They can assess situations, understand people's motivations, and see opportunities or threats that a lot of other people might miss. Men usually have a strong sense of self-control. They don't allow themselves to be swayed by outside sources or impulses. They think before they act and consider all possibilities and outcomes and consequences. Their actions are very calculated. They're not spontaneous at all. They choose the right moment to act for maximum impact.
Quiet guys are in. I am wanting to find the most nonverbal person in the venue. I am looking for the quietest, mutest person at the function, and that one's mine, okay? I'm over the big frat guys, like, being like crazy at dinner, throwing themselves on tables, being scary and loud and like hurting my eardrum. Like, I'm looking for the guy that is doing sign language in the back. When I meet like a quiet, shy, or just like a guy that's just like simply not into me, I'm like, I'm gonna get him to like me, because that is a challenge, my friend. Once I was doing this project with some girls, and there was one guy a part of this project, and he wanted really nothing to do with us. Like, he was just here because he was getting paid. He was just like a fill-in. Like, he literally was like, okay, let's just do this and get it over with. But he was super cute, and he was so zip-zock locked. Like, he literally threw away the key and tossed it in a river. Like, he was just like, I'm just here to do work, and I'm gonna go. And I was like, hello? Because I was like, we're gonna change that. Like, I'm gonna get him to fall in love with me. I'm gonna get him to like me. I'm gonna get him to kiss me. And so I did. And it was really fun, and it's amazing. And I feel like that's something that I can add to my resume, can add it to my LinkedIn, because my soft skills are his hard skills. You know what I mean?
She doesn't actually want a quiet man. She wants the guy who's not interested in her, because that hits her ego. Notice how the moment a man ignores her, suddenly he's mysterious, cute, and a challenge. This isn't attraction, it's validation hunting.
Ladies, let's talk about quiet confidence versus loud confidence in men. The loud confidence man is the man who flexes everything about himself. His accomplishments, his money, his business ideas, anything. But when it comes to actually providing, he's not there. He takes, but he doesn't give. He tries to put you down and assert his dominance because he's insecure and he needs validation. The quiet confidence man, on the other hand, is the man who's secure in himself. A man who's calm and collected, not loud and insecure. A man that has a lot of mental wealth or wealth in general, but does not need to flex it. He has a powerful energy, but you feel safe around him because it's coming from genuine love and a confidence, not insecurity. This is the man who can provide and whom you can be feminine with.
I think my problem with dating is I go for the quiet guys. I love me a quiet man. I love me a man that's just, he just be chilling. He just be vibing. He just be enjoying his time. He just be enjoying his company. I love a man that is quiet. But here's my problem. The quiet ones that I meet are absolutely fucking insane. And I'm already introverted, so maybe I need to go for somebody extroverted, but that would probably bother me because, like, you're doing too much. And I feel like I'm extroverted and social to, like, a certain extent, but I don't think I could be with somebody that's more social and, like, an extrovert more than I am. Like, I would prefer another introvert because I'm like a happy medium. So, like, I need you to be ready to go so that when I'm ready to go, babes, you was already ready to go. But I can't do the quiet one.
Maybe it's because I know how chaotic I can be, but I feel like laid back, easygoing men are just like, God really just did something when he created them.
If you are an outgoing woman who ended up with a quiet man, let me tell you why. You like to listen to your self-talk. You do. He does too. But you love the fact that you have somebody who gives you the spotlight, which is a great dynamic if you think about it. Like, I mean, masculine men are generally quiet. Like, I'll always say that. The most masculine men are quiet because it's like they are satisfied by a happy woman. And when a woman feels like she gets to talk and she's being listened to and she just can really, like, kind of just have a little conversation with herself sometimes, like, it's very nice and it's a great dynamic.
So I have always been attracted to the guy that doesn't get noticed. For some reason, those guys stick out the most to me. I never liked the guy that was in the crowd, that was in the mix, that females flocked to. Like, no, because I felt like I'm going to get played. You know, like something about it just wasn't right. I'm not going to be over there playing pick me and fight. No, I'm not doing it. The guy that was in the back that girls barely noticed, that's the guy I chose. Okay? Or I never chose the guy that went to the same school as me because everybody was going with everybody. Like, I didn't understand that. You know, I chose the guy that didn't go to the same school as me. You know, be different. Like, y'all be chasing after the same guys that's hitting everybody. Y'all all in the same clique. How that work?